This is part of the country footpath leading to Turton Tower, which is near the Jumbles Country Park north of Bolton. And I'm not going to do much of this. I'm just doing this so that I can remember the nice walk I did to the back of this nice country house, which is terribly difficult to find because it's stuck in the middle of nowhere. But this is a lovely wood behind it, isn't it? This is the back of Turton Tower, and at the moment I'm trying to find a way in. There's some kids playing around here, a bit noisy, but I might find out where to go. Oh, here's the tea room. We'll go in this tea room. That's what we'll do. We'll go in here first. It says come in, we're open, so we'll investigate this rather dark little tea room before we go in the house. Looks quite dark in here, but it looks very nice. A few people in here already. Oh yes, it's a very pleasant little tea room, isn't it? So we'll have some tea in here. As you're walking into the house, this is what you see. As you can see, there's quite a way up. I'll just take this, we'll zoom in and we'll zoom out again. There we are, zooming out again. I'll step back a bit, get the whole house in. Right, we're going towards the front door now. I'm going to pay to get in. But before we do that, just let's have a little look at the front garden as well. Get round the side of this tree. There's the lawn. There's a little rose garden behind those trees. And we go to the door. It's saying open today, so we can go in now. So we'll go in and hopefully film when we get inside. This is Kate, who is the guide to Turton Tower, and she's just standing in the room just behind the main door, which is locked because it's a big old door and it'd fall to pieces if everybody went through it. I think Kate might be better at talking than I am.
No, the reason we keep this door closed now is we used to use this as our admissions area, but then we moved it over there to the side entrance. So now we lock this. We do occasionally have it open, but that could sometimes be because they're filming here, or we have a mail.
Who's filming here?
We've been filmed. We were in last time we were in Paris.
Oh, I know that programme. I've seen that programme.
Yeah, they used it for that. And sometimes people want to come in and view it for their weddings or whatever. We can only have very small weddings because we're limited on numbers. So what we're standing in would originally, when the tower was built back in the early 1400s.
I'll just put the camera on this armour, and that's an old piece of armour, isn't it?
From the 1600 civil wars, which was 1640 something to about 1650 something. Only lasted about 12-13.
That's how old that armour is.
From the
Let's go a bit closer to it. Yeah, that's a better picture of it. Yeah.
This is an indentation caused by a musket ball.
Oh. It's only very small, isn't
and
it?
I'm told
I can see it. Yeah.
I'm told they would intentionally fire a musket ball at the breastplate of the armour, not with somebody in it.
Yeah.
To test for the strength of the armour, to make sure it's bulletproof.
Yeah. Yeah.
So if you from this architrave to the end and beyond, because it's blocked off, is the original length of the building.
Oh, I see. It's been added to?
Oh, very much so. It's been added to in every direction. So
Yes.
everything back of this wall, been here
Yes.
since about, well, it was following the marriage in 1420, I think it was, 1430.
Oh, yes.
So all of this here in front of us was added on in the 15th and 1600s.
Yes.
All of that over there was added on from 14s, 15s, 16s, 17s and 1800s, and a little bit of the 1900s.
How old's the clock?
1700s, yes.
1700s. So
Yeah, it's
that's a very old
it's
clock.
a seasonal clock.
A seasonal clock.
Yeah, and you can just see spring coming out through here.
Oh, I can see the
You
face.
can
Yes.
see the four.
Yes.
You would see the 4 seasons as they went round.
Yes.
So we're going to get down the stairs into the what was the abasement of the original tower. Pictorial guide of the inside of the tower,
Yes.
and the outline of this paper is the skyline of the tower.
Oh, yes.
Now the tower originally composed just those 2 levels,
Oh, yes.
but that was over 3 floors.
Yes.
And they dropped the floor level here, they raised the ceiling level above us and
Yes.
turned it into 2 floors, from 3 shallow floors to 3 medium floors.
Yes.
Then they added a 3rd level above.
Yes.
They decided that wasn't quite right in ratio,
No.
so they put the crenellation on top.
Yes.
And if you look at this picture on the outside, if you look at the stonework,
Yes.
you will see that that stonework is different to that stonework.
Oh, yes.
And that's where you see how it extended on.
Oh,
so
I
up
see.
to this line here is the original tower, and the
Right.
above was added on.
Yes. Yes.
This was done early 14s, this was done later 14s,
I see.
maybe from about
Yes,
1460 onwards. And we are
Yes,
now in
yes.
what would have been the basement, the undercroft.
Oh, the
original-
basement. Oh.
But it's not basement as below ground, it's just
No.
basement as in being the base floor.
Oh, I see.
And then there was the living floor, and then there was the sleeping floor.
Yes. Well, this is full of interesting things. This picture is quite interesting, isn't it?
All the panelling
Zoom in on that picture.
All the panelling came from Bradford Hall when it was demolished, because it was really in a very bad state of repair.
I
And
see.
all the panelling was put in by the Kay family in the mid to late 1800s.
Oh, mid to late 1800s.
Yeah.
Yes.
We have this large...
So this old table.
all the furniture was taken out of the tower. There was nothing left in it.
Oh, I
The last
see.
owner died.
Yes.
He had used it as a boys' weekend retreat, and
Yes.
his wife had never lived here. So when he died,
Yes.
she didn't want the tower. She sold every stick and stone out of the tower.
Yes.
The council, she gave the keys to the council, and the council used it as their town hall.
Yes.
From about 1930ish to about 1970ish. Then it was too small for purpose, so they moved out, and the museum service took over, and it was gradually dressed and brought back to look as though it were the residence of a Victorian family.
Oh, I see. Cool. Right, we're recording. Let's
Right.
start again about this.
1700s, maybe 1730, 1750.
Yes.
Yorkshire carving.
It's a settle.
It's a settle.
It's a
And
settle.
I'm told it's Yorkshire because this allegedly are sheaves of corn, which was quite typical of Yorkshire carving in the 1700s.
Oh, yes. It's beautiful, isn't it? Yes. Yes, we are recording.
Yeah.
This is a very dark room, but it's got a window onto the
Lawn.
lawn. A
Which
few
used-
people eating out there at the
Used
moment.
to be the tennis courts.
That used to be the tennis courts through there, yes. This is a writing desk, isn't it?
It is indeed.
Yes. Seems very dark in here, but when they lived here, I suppose it was even darker.
Because you get the morning sun here, because this is east.
Oh. Yes,
We'll go around that way.
yes,
So it's west, and that's north, which is why it's dark. These are the coats of arms
yes,
on this panelling of the 4 main owners of the tower. And we start off, if you close in on here, you can see it says 1287. with the name Ralph, and that refers to Ralph Orrell.
Yes.
Right. So that's the Orrells.
Yes.
And down there, when they ran into money difficulties, Humphrey Chatham bought it from them in lieu.
And this is the Chatham.
This is one of the Chatham coats.
Oh, one of them.
There are a couple of variations.
Yes.
He owned it, never lived here. In his will, he left it to his nephew, and down the nephew's line, it went to the Freers of South Wales.
Yes.
But they never lived here. It was just leased,
Yes.
and with a housekeeper and a landlord, and then ended up with the Kay family.
Just homing in on that coat of arms as well. Right, thank you.
Okay. In the corner of that little room there is a garderobe, a toilet.
Oh yes, very old toilet, isn't it?
This is one of the oldest pictures that we've got showing how Turton Tower evolved.
Oh yes. There's some very interesting pictures on this staircase.
There are indeed.
I know we're going into the biggest room in the house, is
The
it?
drawing room.
Oh wow, this is a big room, isn't it?
But the dimensions are exactly the same as the one below us.
Oh, that seems huge for its day.
It does.
Yes.
But we lost a good distance because of the servants' passageway, and also because of the loss on the walls with the panelling that was put on.
Yes.
Do you have a look at the ceiling? The
Yes,
ceiling is really
it's
quite beautiful.
it's beautiful. Yes.
It's got the Tudor rose in it, and
I don't think that'll come up very well on my pictures.
no, right above your head there's a face.
Oh yes.
There's a face carved in, and that
Right.
face is all over the ceiling.
Oh, I see. This is a lovely carving, isn't it? That's a beautiful carving. What date is this carving?
I don't think it's ever actually been dated, but
No.
it's believed to be Spanish from the 1600s.
Yes, it's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah, I like it.
But of course the piano won't be anywhere near as old as that carving.
No, this is
No.
1830. It's made by...
Ah, it's still a pretty old piano, isn't it? This is pianos go.
Coming up 200 years.
Yes.
Made by John Broadwood and Sons plural. Broadwood worked on his own until 1825 when he took on his first son, and then in 1830 he took on his second son.
Yes.
That's how we know how old it is. And
Right.
it's a proper piano. It's a cottage baby grand
Oh, I see.
because it's only got 6 octaves instead of the usual 8.
Right.
And this is more of the panelling that came from Bradshaw Hall.
Hold on. This is a bed that
Belonged to the Earl of Devonshire.
the Earl of Devonshire.
And this is his crest, and he was part of the regiment, Prince of Wales regiment.
Was he?
He
Oh.
was. And this was what they called
So,
his,
so what year is this bed then? It's got the year on it.
1593.
1593.
It is.
Wow. Beautiful bed, isn't it? Yeah.
It's magnificently carved.
It
Because-
certainly is, yes.
Because as an earl, the king could call on him to do something for him, maybe a bit of translation, maybe as an ambassador, maybe to carry out a particular operation, whatever. And he would have to go to court, and the court originally was Whitehall. And he would be given a suite of rooms which were unfurnished, because the king and his household would never know from month to month or year to year who would be using that suite of rooms. So the suite of rooms was left empty, and you were expected, if you were called up to do your courtly duty, you were expected to furnish it. So you took everything with you, your pots and pans, shoelaces, feather dusters, and your bed, and all your bedding.
Yes.
So all this elaboration here is intentional. You wouldn't
Yes.
have this ordinarily. You'd have a nice comfy plain bed. But
Yes.
the more elaborate the carving, the more you'd expended on the carving, and therefore the richer you were. So this is a bit like buying a Rolls Royce and leaving
Yes.
it parked outside your house.
It's a
showing.
status symbol.
It is indeed.
Yes.
It is indeed.
Yes.
And the very elaborately carved sideboard that you commented on in the drawing room,
Yes.
that was a court cupboard.
Yes.
This is not so elaborate, so this
No.
would be in the best room in your house.
Yes.
And we have some plain ones that would go in the servants' quarters
Yes.
or in the back rooms of the house. But it's an ostentatious show of
Yes.
wealth.
Well, it's all in very good nick now. It still is in good condition.
Well,
Yeah.
as you can see, this is 400 years old.
Yes, I think it's terrific. Yes.
We understand a chapel. And because the orals who owned the tower at the time were Catholics, so the priest would come on a Friday night and hear confession, and then he would enjoy the day with them on Saturday, and on Sunday he would he would take the service. And then through the little doorway is his bedroom.
His bedroom?
Yes, because
Have a
he's
look
staying
at-
overnight for the weekend.
A little bedroom in here. Oh, there was a bed in here, but it's gone now. It's gone now.
And a little prie-dieu.
More armour.
More armour. Now this is not a suit of armour, because if you look at it, the rosettes are different, and the attachments are different. They're in a different pattern. So it's been re-established as a suit of armour, but it's not actually a suit of armour. And if you look down here, they don't really match. But it's a good presentation. The riveting,
Probably very rare.
the riveting is, you know.
Probably not many of them around. Eh?
Well, we have 3, which again came from Castle Hall.
Yes.
But I think the idea that somebody worked out how to encase you in metal,
Yes.
which allowed you free movement.
Yes. Yes.
But the difficulty with it is it's solid iron.
Yes.
It weighs a huge amount,
Yes.
which is why Richard III, when he said, "A horse, my kingdom for a horse,"
Yes.
because as you know, he was born with a twisted back.
Yes.
And
Yes, I
he
knew
had
that.
a
Yes.
suit of armour which was bespoke to his shape, but supported him so that he could ride on a horse. But when he fell off the horse or he came off the horse, he couldn't walk because of the weight of the armour.
This I recognise this person. Is this
Charles I.
Charles I? I thought so.
And I don't know if
Yes.
it'll show up on your camera,
No.
but you can see here a faint red line, which is where they beheaded him.
Oh.
So it's a death mask.
Oh, it's a death mask. I thought it looked a bit peculiar.
Yes.
It's very, very old, isn't it? Yes.
This is early 17s, so about
Yes.
50 years after he was beheaded.
Yes.
Humphrey Chetham's books. They were from his personal collection. And when he died, some were left to Chetham's library. Well, no, they were left to the Chetham's.
Yes, I've heard of Chetham's library as well. Yeah. I don't know much about Manchester, but I've heard of Chetham's.
It's a
I've heard of
worldwide
both of those.
institution.
Yeah.
So Bolton Church got some. And when that was demolished, they were given to us.
The books must have been changed. Have
Yes.
chains on them because they're called the Chain
Well,
Library.
they still have got chains on.
Oh, have they? Yes.
There, you can see them more clearly there.
Yeah. Oh, there they've got chains.
Well,
on
they have to
them.
be chained, otherwise some unscrupulous,
Yes.
penniless, starving nomarch will
Yes.
steal them.
Yes.
Because, of course, they
They
were.
were worth something.
And you'll notice here we've got square window panes. Everywhere else it's diamond window panes.
Oh, no, I didn't notice, no. I don't think many people have spotted that, would they?
Now that's
Yeah.
not a true leaded glass.
Yeah.
That's just
It's like my car, it's getting a bit dirty.
Yes. Yeah. Well, they're very, we can clean them from the inside,
Yeah,
but of course to do it from the outside, it's,
not easy.
no. So this is that stick-on stuff that looks like leading. So having created their bedroom and their chapel, they decided they'd better put on a few bedrooms for visitors. So we moved up a level. So we're now on a half landing. Now have a look at that wall there,
Yeah, yeah.
and this wall here. See, that one sticks out,
Yeah,
that one curves in.
yeah,
So the house had originally stopped here.
yeah.
And if you look up, that window is chopped in half, as is this window.
Oh, yes.
Well, next end to this way. So this,
Penny farthing in there.
there is indeed, we're going in there in a moment. So this is the Ashworth bed, because it came from the Hall of Ashworth when that was demolished, and it was given to us. And it's a knot bed. So in the morning the manservant would come in and he would pull on it, because instead of having a mattress frame, the mattress is on ropes, and the ropes stretch and sag, so you end up like that in your bed. So pull the knot in the morning and tighten it.
Yeah.
And then we have an antechamber to this bedroom, because there's a beautiful view down the front, down the main drive. The one where you come up in your car,
Yeah.
that's into the servants' passage at the back of the house.